Isaiah, how many friends and family are you going to have at this game?
Probably like 50.
So how does that work? You gotta ask around everyone else to get the tickets? And
I let my parents, figure out who's all coming. Then invite in the week. They just let me know by Wednesday. And when the tickets are due, they're due. And, I don't worry about any of that stuff. It's time to lock in on the game.
You're always obviously fired up in every NFL game, but does it feel a little bit different? Like you've been back playing at home before. Did you feel different that night? And you think you'll feel any different during this one?
Going back home is always exciting. So, being that close, not too far, being able to see people in the stands that I haven't seen in months is always exciting for me. But knowing that I got fam there, but most importantly, I'm just going there on a mission.
Hey, Isaiah, going back to your rookie year, you played through a torn labrum. Can you just describe the experience of going through that and kind of what you had to go through when you were just playing through that?
Definitely. It was tough. The great training staff here. They was able to get me able to play, and that was coming with treatment, and it was working with each other, and that's what it takes. And it was easy after that.
Yeah, I knew you probably couldn't throw, but were there any limitations just as a running back when you had that injury?
Not for real. I wasn't throwing the ball like you said, so
yeah.
I just needed to hold that sucker down, and I was ready to roll.
Do you talk to Xavier at all, since he seems to be going through a similar thing here?
Yeah, he's doing good. Yep.
What are your thoughts about the Giants defense? People talk about their front a lot. What are you guys going to face here?
Yeah, definitely. Every week, we're going against opponents. They're tough up front. Competition. Every week we're going to have that, and that's what it's about, having fun, going out there and competing. And I believe we're ready.
When you watch yourself on film these last 2 weeks, Isaiah, what have you pinpointed as things you want to see improvement sort of moving forward starting on Sunday?
I'm just being a little bit more patient as far as me, just allowing the game to come to me, and just after that, just playing fast, playing hard for my teammates, and just finish start. Yeah, finish the start. Yeah.
Anything else?
A few of your guys, your teammates have called you the energy guy, the guy that brings the emotion. How much have you relied on that as being part of your game?
It's fun, bro. Like I love competing when you're out there with your teammates. Those are the times that I get to cherish every moment. So you never know when they're going to be your last place. So you just got to keep hitting it and having fun. And that's the mindset I bring to it, bro. Like go out there, have fun, and leave it all out there.
Isaiah, when you mentioned patience, is that something that you've always kind of had to remind yourself, just because you are a fast back, you are a guy that hits the hole quickly? Is that something that's always been something you've had to sort of remind yourself?
Yes, going back in the film, watching it and just, detailing the work and, evaluating myself, looking in the mirror and just, that's it.
What's it?
Just one real quick. Did you ever go to the stadium as a kid at all?
No, I never went to any NFL games as a kid. I always said, once I was playing, once I started, one day I'll be in the NFL and that'll be my first game. And that first preseason game here was my first NFL. It was like Chicago or something, I think.
Yeah, Chicago.
What's it feel like around meeting rooms, practice, and all that stuff? You guys, 0-2 and all that stuff. Does it feel like you guys are ready to take that step and get a win? Are you getting the vibe that you want to have right now heading into this game from everyone?
Absolutely. We're prepared for the game, and this comes with it. Up for the challenge every week, and it's a new game, new challenge every week. So you be prepared. Allow the game to come to us.
Last one, Zach.
Isaiah, when you were in Brazil, you said that you wanted to have a revenge tour. What did you mean by that?
As far as getting back to where I was, made it. Past 2 games last year, only made it to 2 games, so it's the start of just being able to compete and go out there every week and be the best ability I can be and be help the team.
Thanks,
Thank
Isaiah.
Thank you.